welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sarah, and today we are going to be doing a cash planning video for the very first week of December. How is it December already, you guys? I mean, I'm excited. I love December. I love Christmas. I love snow. I love it all. But how are we already here? It's crazy. I feel like this year just started. So let me grab my cash planning sheet that I started somewhere. Here we go. So that we can fill out all of our stuff. And this week we are planning for $1,050. That will be going into all of our sinking funds, some savings challenges, mini Monday, our emergency fund, all the things. So let's start out with our black binder, our weekly binder. How are you guys doing? We made it to Wednesday. It looks like I need to change out my calendar here. So let's do that really quick. We'll get rid of November, put in December. These are from the Remarkable Dollar. Okay, so let's start here. Eating out does have money. However, I am taking every penny back to the bank. 20, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I am. So that is gone. But this week we will be, I have cat hair in my mouth. We will be stuffing $115 into eating out. We blew through that eating out money because we decided to, let's do a 50, 2 20s, 2 10s, and a 5. So that should be 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15. Perfect. Okay. Drinks is gonna get its $70. So yeah, we decided to, we cooked Thanksgiving dinner, and then so let's do 3 20s and 1 10. I just did not feel like cooking for ever again. We had leftovers like all weekend, so that was nice. But yeah, I haven't cooked a meal since Thanksgiving because I was that lazy. We are not doing happy hour. Supplements, we're going to add 35 to that. So let's do a 20, a 10, and a 5. I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving. Ours was fabulous, you guys. We didn't go anywhere, and I'm going to tell you what, I loved it. I loved being able to be at our own schedule, not have to rush anywhere. Yeah, I missed our family, but it was just us, and yeah, it was very, very, very nice. So Betty and Ivy are going to get 50. I think, what do I have in here for denominations? Let's do 2 20s and a 10 since I already do have a 50 in there. All right, so let's do 2 20s and 1 10. And then that's going to be it for our weekly binder. Perfect. And then next up is this beautiful pink binder, and we have to look at my beautiful charm that I got from Budgets with Liz. So cute. All right, so we are going to start right, I don't know where to put this. With medical, and this week in medical we are doing $60. So we're going to do a 50 and a 10. We just renewed our medical insurance for next year, and our deductible and stuff is not changing. It's pretty hefty. It's like $3,050 per person, but a max of $6,100. So once 2 people reach that deductible, then we've met it. But our copay for specialists is going up, and like if we went to the emergency room, that's going up. So I want to have those amounts saved up in medical, so we got some work to do. The dentist is actually going to get 100, and that is because my kids are going to the dentist at the end of this month, so I want to make sure we have enough money in there for that. Vision is going to get $5. All right. And then the vet, we are working on this Meow savings from Sassy Peanut Budgets, and we're going to do the 11 this week. So the vet is going to get $11. So let's do a 10 and a 1. And then car maintenance. I know why. I put $7 down because we have $193 and I'm like, I want to get to 200. So it's an odd amount, but that is okay. So a 1 and 2, or a 5 and 2 ones. And then we are starting over in the city and putting it $20 into the city. And I forgot to put my tracker back in here. And then car registration is next, and we are putting $30 in there. I need to be better at saving throughout the year because I got our registration and found out how much we were gonna have to pay, and now I'm like struggling, like not struggling, but now I'm focusing on that, putting more money towards it, when if I would have just put $5 and $10 towards it throughout the year, we would have been fine. But no, I'm a procrastinator, so now I'm like, gotta put this money, I gotta get $30 a week in there to get to the goal. Oh, frustrating. Medical debt is next, and we are putting $90 in there. So let's do a 50 and 2 20s. And then that is it for this beautiful pink binder. Oh shoot, no it's not. I gotta change out this November one. These are from Simply Budgeted. I love them because they don't have a date on them. They just have the month, and so you can reuse them over and over and over again. And actually, I'm gonna take this out because I'll show you why in just a second. All right, so that's it for the pink binder. I realized yesterday when I was going through my binders that this one is empty. It has nothing decorating it, and I can't believe I haven't decorated this binder. That's absolutely insanity. So I'm gonna have to come up with some cute little decor items in here. Okay, Advocare is next, and we're putting $30 into Advocare. So let's do a 20 and a 10. Beauty, we are gonna do 20. So we'll do a $20 bill. Gifts is going to get 15. So let's do a 10 and a 5. Senior year, we are going to finish out this last row of 5. So that is $25 going into senior year. So let's do a 20 and a 5. And then we're going to go to vacation because I scratched off this 11. So we're going to put $11 into vacation. I should change that really to family fun because that's, I think, more appropriate since I have a travel binder. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. And then subscriptions, we're going to just put $1 in there. And that's because it has 9. And I want to make it an even 10. So let's do a $1 bill. Then we are going to go to snowboarding because our the place where we bought our lift tickets, season passes, opens up this Saturday. So we are heading to go snowboarding. We got so much snow here in Michigan, and it is glorious. I mean, glorious if you like to play in the snow. If you don't like the snow, I apologize, but I love it. I cannot wait to get out there and go snowboarding. I'm so excited. Okay, let's move to our debt binder. And I just realized I totally forgot to pull this out to pay on our debt. We saved 3 savings challenges over the course of November. So this one is 30, is that right? That's not right. It's 45. This one is 50, and then this one was 40. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to pull this money out and go deposit it, and then I will make that payment. But in our debt binder, we are gonna do $100 this week, and I'm really hoping by doing 100 we're able to just knock out a bunch of these. Oh shoot, I need to take this out and take it back to the bank. This is for, it was for Toys for Tots, but we actually took a tag off the angel tree. And so we are using this money. Well, we already bought the things, but and then my daughter, they were at Walmart yesterday and they're like, Mom, there's another one on there for a little boy. Can we do that one? I'm like, sure, let's do it. So we're going to do another angel tree tag. And then we got to get to rolling though, because we have to turn those in, I think by the 15th, but we're fine. We have the little girl completed. So I'm so excited. I love being able to do this. So I'm definitely going to prepare to do it again next year. Probably going to save a lot more money to be able to give. So let me pull this out and I will deposit that back into the bank. I don't really need this out. Okay, so debt is going to get 100. And how do we want to do this? Let's do, I'm going to work backwards. So let's do 21s and then, oh boy. How about then we do 30 in 10s, so that's 50, and then 10 5s, right? Yes, so 10. I think that adds up to 100. If it doesn't, I'll figure it out. All right, so then Christmas. We spent some more money out of Christmas, which is fantastic. But I'm going to add $80 to Christmas for this week, and I'm going to add it to mine. I'm going to add it to here. I mean, not all of it. I'll put $50 in here, and then I think I might put it in significant others. I also might just stick it back into Christmas and just use it as we need it. We're going to do $80. So I am going to do a $50 bill and then a 20 and a 10. And then in our holidays binder, we are going to New Year's Eve. We don't have any plans for New Year's Eve, but I do want to put some money in here. So we're going to put $20 into New Year's Eve. And I will fill, hopefully I can make 20 out of this. We'll figure it out when I get there. So let's do 20, and then that is just going to be a $20 bill. And then we are going to go to our monthly binder, and I did not pull out the money out of November and put it back in the bank. I decided to just leave it because we only have one more month and I'm going to be pulling it out anyway. So I am not doing it. So two 20s for that one, because we're going to put 40 in for December. And then the last but not least, nope, I lied. I always forget I switched out my Freebie Friday, but this week in the emergency fund, we are going to be adding $20. So a $20 bill. And then I also called it Freebie Friday. However, I have changed it to Mini Mondays, and I still need to change this. But this binder, I'm going to be doing all of my debt savings and my mini Mondays on Mondays now, because it simplifies my life. I hope it's okay. So far, the one that I posted for Monday has not done well, so I don't know. It hasn't even reached 100 people to watch it, so I don't know. I'm going to just keep plugging away at it. It's seriously what works best for me, so unfortunately, that's probably what we're going to end up doing from here on out. So let's do 2 5s and no, let's do 3 5s and 25 ones. All right. So hopefully all this adds up to 1,050. Yeah, I hope so. That is all I have for today's video. A couple things to talk about real quick. So I have decided to put my Etsy shop in vacation mode for I think next week. And it will not reopen again until sometime in January. I don't have a date yet. However, starting today, Wednesday, until next week, Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a clear out sale. And I'm going to offer everything 50 to 60% off. So depending on the item, depends on how much the percentage is off. Because I just want to start fresh in the new year. So I'm going to get as much stuff cleaned out as I can. And then I'm going to use the time that I'm closed in my shop to restock everything, get everything stocked back up to numbers that I'm comfortable with. And then I'm also I've been working on some new things to bring to the shop. So if you want anything, please, 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 you get it now, because honestly, I don't have an reopen date. So it kind of scares me to not keep it open, because I feel like once you close it, it's hard to get back into having Etsy promote your products. So, but I need a break. You guys have just blessed me beyond measure, and I am so thankful for that. But I need a break. I'm getting it really, yeah, I just need a break. Life has been life lately. And yeah, so anyway, enough of that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye-bye.